Researchers at Camp Hero began to utilize the retired radar dish by transmitting frequencies to a single chair inside of a safe, concrete satellite building. Bielek's brother Duncan Cameron was selected as the main subject for many of these experiments. He was exposed to pulse and wave frequencies, amplified by gigawatts of energy. Researchers noticed a correlation between the transmitted frequencies and affected moods. Cameron would laugh or cry, become agitated or fatigued. In fact, the entire base would fall under the influence of these frequencies, mimicking the same emotions. These experiments eventually took a toll on Duncan. Scarification of the lungs and brain tissue led to grievous injuries, but somehow he continued to walk the grounds and participate in their experiments. The researchers attenuated the signal from the radar and expanded their subject base to unwitting army staff and civilians in the surrounding area. The mapping of frequencies and their outcomes was only part of the experiment. They wanted to progress to broadcasting new, alternate realities.
Now, if you've been attacked like I have, you know about the Montauk Project. If you don't, you know now. Now, the direct energy weapons being used were studied and developed in programs like that. They point a frequency at you, period, and send you frequent messages. Now, all they mean when they say, like, changing the future or what people see is it alters your perception of reality, and it remains hidden to other people around you. But to you, the one being targeted, you're like, intrusive thought from a stupid weapon they point at me. Now my phone changes narrative. Now my TV does, and now my family does as well. So they can give the illusion that everyone's against you, or the Freemasons are evil, or they're all devil worshippers, you know. But what other people don't understand is that when they run that project for a very long time, everywhere you go is choreographed, and they use people against their will without their knowledge. So all of the metaphors and analogies aren't necessarily from, you know, a gang stalking program, because they mix them in to hide them. So you have people who are in on it, but then people are being used without their knowledge as well. Now, that video made it sound all science fiction-y, and they do that on purpose to throw you off. Yeah, if you get sent an electrical impulse signal that makes you picture something, and then they show you more of it, they can make you think whatever you want and alter people's timelines and then control everyone. Mind control. So if all of you don't have any idea what reality other people are living in, how could you help them? And the only way you would know is by them telling you the narrative, but they try to make it extremely personal, shame-based, so you never do. I mean, it's just evil Nazi mind control crap from the CIA. And they've been doing it forever, and they've tortured and ruined millions and millions of people's lives. And they've been doing it since, you know, I said the 80s earlier, but dude, Montauk is like from like 79 or something, but they've been doing it since they found out they could. So like Egypt, but sincerely, you know, the second they got their hands on that technology, instead of using it for good, they used it for evil. And that's unfortunate, because everyone who's gotten their hands on that technology has done the same exact thing. So that's just it. Experimentation on people who can receive a signal based on how much metal's in their blood, okay? So if they can microchip you, or they can just get you to take a bunch of heavy metals, or if you have an indigo child who's high in copper content, they can just control them. And it's absolutely sick, but it's real. And the way they communicate with you during the whole time, because I told you it's all planned out, is on the number days. Look up the meaning in numerology, and if you have a numerological calendar on your phone, you'll see that every single thing lines up, because it's already pre-planned, because they're just shaping the future they want using it. Okay? So wrap your head around that. That's all. So like you can honestly predict what's going to happen on what days, or you can see what signal these people send on what days to influence someone's behavior, like me, who is a receiver. So depending on what's in the air or what signal I'm receiving or what day it is will dictate how I act and what I say. And it's insane to know what's going on and just have to show people and just hope they catch on. So you catch these people, because it's just all obvious. Every single one. So pay attention, man. Go back in the calendar. Look things up. That's all. Sync it up. See how every time they mock you, they always send you the signs with like the 333, 555, 444, 333 on your clock and all that crap. When you wake up in the middle of the night, like I told you, it's not because Jesus wants you to, bro. It's because there's a CIA stupid fucking project working on you. And they've been working on you for a very long time. So they're controlling your mind. They're controlling children. And you just, once you know, they try to kill you, which is where I'm at.